Hi Aries, welcome to your July 2020 reading. Thanks for joining me. My name's Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Aries, for your oracle cards. From the Oracle of the Dragonfae, you've drawn the card of Tatsuya. Tatsuya, the dragon of courage. There's very much a feeling here of, if you have any kind of doubt, growing into your own power. Tatsuya actually means to become dragon in Japanese, and her role is to assist us all to move through our fears, to open the door to our will, our intention and our clarity of purpose. So the flames around Tatsuya, this red energy, speaks about consuming impurities, self-doubt. Her wings guide us over landscapes that we thought we would never see. She teaches us really to have that higher perspective and to think of ourselves as beings who have a role to play that is significant, important, and in no way beyond us. So finding the courage to do what must be done. Around you is this energy of meditation and contemplation. We have the card of silence, knowing, and releasing control. So I do think some Aries may be spending some time in quiet contemplation in July. But rather than doing it in the home, I feel like you'll be doing it in nature. You'll be getting out and about, hiking, something that feels like it's close to nature. It could be a garden. I do think that it's in relation to something involving mountains for some of you. And it feels to me like this gives you that place of solitude while also being connected. So you want to do it outside rather than inside the house. Now, we also have the card of intuition from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. This is Mercury and Cancer energy. There's a strong family influence around this, conditioning, how we're brought up, traditions, values. So I do think that the issue related to family is what you are contemplating, what you're meditating on. It may be beginning a family. It may be something to do with family, perhaps a decision that needs to be made, one in which you're being called on to have courage to do what must be done. But let's have a look here, Aries. We'll start the reading. Please do press that thumbs up button down below if you're enjoying these readings. Really does make a difference. Leave a comment as well. Love to hear from you. Been a bit quiet on the comments, so please do let me know. At the bottom of the deck, I've got the Five of Wands, so there may be conflict within a family. Let's do a few more shuffles here and then we'll get started. It could be this essence of, for some reason I'm getting like black sheep energy, feeling like you're going in a different direction than perhaps either one person or a number of people within a family environment. Now, it doesn't have to be, of course, blood relations, anything that you feel is related to family. So we'll cut the cards and we'll start with past energy around you, present energy, hopes for the future around this situation, how you feel about the other person or the situation. We'll also take a look at the strengths around this, the challenge, what's hidden or unexpected, and the potential outcome. And Aries, this can be vice versa, of course. It can resonate the opposite way around, or it could be someone that you're dealing with if you're cross-watching as an Aries. So let's take a look. Past energy, we have the Page of Pentacles. Very much a feeling here of the student, of youth, of growth. I feel like I'm talking to an Aries who is a natural student. I think that you like to continue to grow as a person, and it involves, a lot of you, it involves perhaps going back to school. This feels to me like something that you do on a regular basis. Now, it could be that you're thinking of starting something different and needing to learn about that. For others of you, I'm picking up that this could just be something that you have to do in your line of work. You have to continually keep abreast of new things, so you're constantly constantly learning. Now, present energy, we have the King of Cups. This is family energy. So I think that you're someone here who has already got a family. I feel like I'm speaking to an Aries that already has family around them. Now, it could be you as a paternal figure, a father. Could be a mother as well. It's a general reading, so I don't want you to get too caught up in the gender. But I do think that you are someone who in the past has enjoyed learning. Now you're in this family role. It feels good. It feels like there's a deep emotional connection with the people around you, Aries. Your hopes for the future, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So for you, it's really about growth. I do think that you're someone here who really feels like you need to keep growing. The worst thing for you, Aries, is staying put, staying as you are. You're normally someone who change. You don't resist change. And I think for you, there is change that you're wanting to bring about in your life. It involves potentially something that you feel connected to from an emotional perspective, but you're thinking how you can put that into dollars, how you can turn it into dollars. So it's something that you've learned, and a skill. It's a skill. And I think that you've planted the seed, that you've started small. You're very focused on it. I feel emotionally you're very tied to this. It doesn't feel like there's an energy of detachment around it, so you're very into it. Whatever this venture is, whatever this, it could be a creative endeavor, something that you're starting. It could even be a business idea, but I feel like you've already started on this journey, and you're just thinking, well, how do I maximize success? And by success, I feel it's about money, turning this into dollars. Now, how you feel about this person or the situation? We've got the Six of Cups. So there's a tie here with children, Aries. I'm picking this up as something to do with children. Now, it could be family, of course, or it could be that you're involved with children, working with children, doing something creative for children. Let's see the strengths. We've got the Lovers in reverse. Okay. Coming up as a strength. What I'm getting around this is that there is a connection to the past. It's something that feels distant past. The feeling that I'm getting around this is about this choice that you're going to make. It's a decision about family. There's career tied up in this, but there's also something related to the past in which there's distance. Now, this could be a past love. It could be past love of a place, a person, something that feels there's a very strong memory associated with this. Let's see. The Ten of Cups is the challenge. Well, that's the family situation. You know, the thing is, what I'm getting around this is that for you, family is a deep tie to making a choice. I think intuitively, you're being led to make a choice that feels like it's coming from that place of family being all important. That's the energy that I'm picking up here, Aries. It's that nurturing attachment. I feel this energy of this constant need for change around you, but along with this comes this family commitment. So it refers to traditional family ways of thinking, ideas based on childhood conditioning, Thoughts and comments of close family. Very important energy around this, and it's all tied up with this choice that you're being led to intuitively. Okay. What's hidden here is the Five of Swords. Yeah, the feeling around this is one of self-sacrifice. I'm picking that up as something here in which you feel so tied to a traditional family attachment that you really kind of fall on your own sword there, meaning you let something die or you let something go. That could be a past energy that I'm picking up. So I feel here it's this very, I feel like I'm talking to an Aries who's being asked to have courage and to step out of a family box. I feel this family situation feels good, it feels safe. But there's this energy of growth, needing growth. And so you're thinking to yourself, well, I really want to learn, I want to grow, I want to do this other thing, but I feel this comfort around me of this family, and it's a very strong bond. There's love here, there's emotion attached to it, but you're trying to make this choice, and you're at war with yourself, thinking, well, do I do it for me, or do I do it for the family? What do I do? So I think that you're being asked to retreat and really spend some time in quiet contemplation, thinking about which is more important to you, this family situation or this goal that you have of growth, personal growth. The outcome for you is the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, a little bit of a dangerous energy around here, Aries, because this is your card, but you're coming up in the reverse. Make sure that you don't make judgments out of anger, coming from a place of power abused. I can't help but think that there's some kind of energy around you. I do think that there may be somebody trying to influence you in a way. It's coming up as the Emperor in reverse. So it could be an Aries that is giving you advice, but it feels to me like there's some kind of power attached to it. It could be a father figure, an authority figure, a boss, somebody who has skin in the game. And Aries, I feel that this is someone to do with, I do think it's more likely family. I have to be honest, I'm feeling more family than a boss. But they have a boss-like temperament, meaning they what they say goes, or they think. So somewhat tyrannical, a little bit of a bully. And for you, I get an energy of, you know what, maybe I need to stand up to this person if I want to do this. So you're in this family situation. You want to move ahead, you want to grow as a person, but you're at war with yourself, making this choice. You're also possibly battling with a paternal figure, someone in authority, clashes. I think that you really want to go ahead with this, but you may not be expressing it in the right way, meaning you may have backed down if somebody brought this up and said, look, you shouldn't do this. You may have backed down. Or you may just be keeping silent. You know, we have the card of contemplation and intuition. You may just be keeping silent and not standing up to this person around you. It could be a group of people even. You know, it could be just that the energy around this family, although there's love here, there's also feelings of you feeling restricted or confined by this traditional kind of lifestyle, Aries. So there's also that. Now, Tatsuya speaks of having courage, of movement. of overcoming fear and doubt and doing it anyway. You know, feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So let's see, Aries. We'll start the clarification. And actually, I want to use a different deck for the clarification. I'm going to use the this deck here, Fortune Wheel. So let's take a look. We'll start with that Page of Pentacles. What I'll be doing in the extended this month, guys, is I'll be doing the flip side. So I'll be doing the other person's energy. So if this is resonating, please do stick with me here and then look for the extended below. It'll be in the descriptions box, the link for the extended. But we'll continue with the reading here, and this will be a full reading for you. And if you are interested in the other person's viewpoint, how your person feels, I'll be doing that in the extended, guys. Okay, let's take a look. Page of Pentacles, past energy. Let's take a look at that page. Page of Pentacles. We do have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so the energy around this is that for you, I think that you've spent, for some reason I'm getting this energy in my mind of spinning your wheels, but feeling this urge for growth. You feel like you've been in a situation in which your potential hasn't been fully realized, Aries. And you get an essence of starting something, but you don't feel like it's reached its full potential. But you intuitively, I think you're picking up that this could be something much more, something bigger. Let's take a look at that King of Cups, current energy. We have the Five of Wands. Yeah, there's that battle. I feel that this is you. I think you love the people that you're battling with. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? It feels to me like this family is against what you want, or this paternal figure. They don't want this. This could involve a clash of wills, a clash of egos. I think that it started because you brought up perhaps a need to expand, to grow. And these people around you seem to be, it started as kind of a playful energy. I feel like they started saying things to you like, oh no, you can't do that. But they were trying to make it like a joking kind of energy, but it wasn't really a joke. And I think that it might have elevated, it made you feel bad. It might have made you feel bad about wanting this. You might have started to doubt yourself, and that brought in all this fear associated with this thing that you want to grow. You've planted the seed already. Now you've got the Nine of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I see this as something that has the potential for you to reach who you are as a person. I see this as you maximizing your very potential and it paying off for you. You're really seeing yourself in a place where this could provide a great setup for you. I do think that it could be, for some of you, it's a work from home situation. You may be able to do this from home. For others of you, it's about starting something that you feel is going to allow you to have a comfortable life, the lifestyle that you want. To start finally providing you with the money that you want. But these people around you don't seem to be on board. Let's take a look at this Six of Cups, Aries. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this is the person. I think that this is an individual around you, Aries. Could be earth sign, or it could be someone here who has been very focused on money. Very focused on money, but the thing is, they, as soon as the money comes in, they spend. So spending money on children, spending money on themselves, But the thing is, it's kind of left you in a little bit of a state of loss here. I feel like some of this money has been yours, Aries. So there's been someone around you, I think, that's used a lot of the money. That's what I'm getting. It could be a spouse, it could be a spouse and children, spending money on family. Families are expensive. So I feel that that's how you're viewing it. Like, as soon as the money comes in, the money goes out again. So you've been making the money, but you haven't been able to hold on to it because you've had expenses, you've had obligations and responsibilities. But you do want to reach that place where you feel comfortable. Now let's take a look at the Lovers in reverse as the Strength here. That one jumped out. We've got the Star. Okay. So it feels to me like when it comes to this decision that you're trying to make, I get this energy of this will take you to the next level. So you have this dream in mind, this goal. It feels good. It feels destined for you. The Star to me speaks of feeling like the star, being guided by the star, being guided towards greater prosperity, greater balance in your life. All really good things. But it involves a major choice. And I think that for you, you haven't yet made the decision because it involves not just you, but there's family involved here, and you need to take them into account. Let's take a look at that Ten of Cups as the challenge. We've got the Death card. Yeah, I do think that there's something here which would involve great change around this family. So this move or this decision that you're trying to make, which you're trying to find the courage to make, it involves a major change in your family. You may have to leave this family, perhaps for a short time, perhaps for a long time. It will depend, but that's the challenge for you. And I think you're really trying to decide what's going to be best, because I feel that there's a strong pull towards this thing that you want to do, because you don't feel like you've reached your full potential, and you feel like you should be moving in this direction, but then there's this family situation around you which feels like it feels like there's a lot of conflict around this. Let's take a look at that Five of Swords as what's hidden. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay, all right. So your current energy is the King of Cups in the upright. Now that loving paternal or maternal figure, someone here who others look to for comfort, for responsibility, for love, a loving family environment. But what's hidden here is really there's some kind of hidden resentment. And it's something that you're not bringing out. There's the potential for it to be brought out, though, if that Emperor in reverse is you. So this could be some kind of explosion of how you're feeling internally, because that Five of Wands could be inner conflict, inner conflict, and it just reaches a point where you feel like, I've just kind of had enough. So I feel like you've been a giver, Aries. You've been a giver. You've been giving around to other people, but you're starting to think, well, when is it my turn? When do I get a chance at what I want to do? And you've been giving a lot to this family. Let's take a look at the Emperor in reverse. Remember, this can be vice versa. So Aries, this could be someone around you, or if you're cross-watching for an Aries, this could be them. Let's take a look at the Emperor in reverse as the potential outcome. The Ten of Wands, yeah. That's the thing. You feel like there's just so much burden here on yourself, so much responsibility, and it feels to me that you don't think that other people around you are taking on their fair share. So you take on the burden, you take on the responsibility, and you bear it. And it seems like you've borne it in the past with love. You did it out of love. You did it out of compassion. But the thing that I'm feeling here is that for you, it starts to become too much, and something happens where you kind of lose your stuff, shall I say. I see this man on this card, and he's walking with these 10 wands. He's blindfolded, but he's placed his footing in a precarious position, and he loses the sticks, he loses the wands. I feel that this is you losing your stuff and becoming angry. Why? Because I think that you've taken on the burden of responsibility here around people, and you're feeling quite put upon, Aries. Emotionally speaking, I don't think that you've revealed this. I think that you've tried to keep up this persona of being okay with it all, but internally I feel that there's been a lot of hardship, a lot of negative thinking, and you feel like you've sacrificed a lot for the people around you. So for you, I get you needing to spend some time outside of this family environment, making a solitary trip, even if it's just for a few hours, to somewhere peaceful where you contemplate what it is that you want. I think that you also, in some kind of battle with authority. Now, it could be that this is an authority figure that's in the family, or it could be that you're the authority figure in the family that others look to, but really, for you, you're finding the responsibility around that to be too much of a burden, and you're thinking of getting out of this. How do I make this change? So it'll be different for each one of you, but there's a very strong energy here of needing to overcome some fears associated with movement and growth. When I speak about Tatsuya and courage, it usually shows up when there's a question of exploring new options in life, moving to a new place, seeking deep change in relationships, deciding to tackle a situation that's long been unsatisfactory, rather than simply putting up with it. And I feel that this is you, Aries. You've put up with this for so long, and you're saying, you know what, no more. It's a turning point. It's the death of the old self, the birth of the new, the beginning of something creative in a new form. And that feels really good, but you're also thinking, well, I don't want to disappoint the people around me. So that's where this conflict is. Now, this new form of yourself is coming out of the old. You're in this transition phase. But you don't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater, You don't need to banish who you were or discard. Because without those experiences, you wouldn't be who you are today. So the energy here is not to become angry or believing that you've kind of put yourself on the back, your own needs on the back burner for other people, becoming angry at them or resentful at them. No, it's about realizing that the experiences that you've had here have led you to the place where you need to be right now. So change moving forward, but not forgetting where you've been and not becoming angry or resentful about what you've done in the past. That's the energy that I'm picking up here. There is a strong energy of making a choice and being courageous in doing so, brave, and becoming who you have previously only dreamt of being. So very strong energy here of overcoming fear and doubt, and needing to move out of a situation that you feel has run its course. The death of this this cycle that you've been in, which has been happy for a long period of time, but it feels to me like there needs to be this change. But for you, you're going to have to spend some time in quiet contemplation here in order to make sure that it feels right, this decision feels right, and that it comes from a place of ethics, of you acting with integrity, and not just from this feeling of being overburdened, stressed, and angry. You have to come from that place of being able to come from a place of compassion, love, not just for other people, but for yourself. And when making the choice here, you have to also place yourself in the mix, not just being self-sacrificing here. Because I think that you've done that in the past, Aries. Now you have to put yourself in it, but not to the point where you hurt others. Because you have a choice. I think that you can do this, you can get out of this situation, but you have to do it from a place of love, compassion, care, not burning the bridges as you're leaving. So we'll see where this goes in part 2. I'll be doing the flip side of this. So if this is resonating, Aries, please do join me there. The link will be below in the descriptions box, and that will be how your person feels. It'll be about another 30-minute reading. And of course, press that thumbs up button, guys. Please do that. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you're enjoying these readings. And if you're a newcomer, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Please do press that notification bell. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Wishing you the best with this, guys. Please do take care, and bye for now, Aries.